Oh boy.
So welcome to Let's Talk, guys. I'm your host, Jason, with my co-host, Cheryl. So here at Let's Talk, we like to talk about issues that matter to you and try to come up with workable, practical solutions so we have more action and less talk. So Cheryl, we are here in 2024,
Yes.
a whole new other year.
Whole
And
year.
what do people say? Oh, we made it.
Yes, we made it.
But what do we make it to, though? I mean, because it's just another day, right?
Is it?
Does it? What,
Well,
are we
we like to
guaranteed to
think-
see the full of 2024?
No, we're not. We're not guaranteed. We know many people we started out with last year, and
True.
we never finished with them. I could name names. You know, a few close friends, family members we started out with last year, and we never finished with them. But I think it's kind of a mental, I wouldn't say achievement, but it's something refreshing to walk into a new year, to be able to walk into a new year. And that's why, even though it's just another day, it's a new year, and we're happy to be here. I'm happy to be here.
That's awesome. I guess that's negative people like me who just say, oh, it's just another day. And the positive people, oh, it's a whole new year.
Yes.
So, I mean, that's good. That's good, your perspective. And that's
Yes.
always good. To
Yeah.
have a good, bright outlook on perspective. And we know with New Year's, it comes with resolutions. And I don't want to say this, but I can say it. What they say, New Year, New Me? You know that talk
Yes,
that they
yes,
come with?
yes.
Every year they say that?
New year, new me. Yes.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Until 1 week, 2 weeks in, and then the same old you come back up.
Same old, you come back up. I wonder why. I guess tonight we'll talk about why.
Yes,
Huh?
so yes. So
Yes.
and relation to that topic, New Year, New Me, resolutions. Resolutions is saying we're starting something good or stopping something bad.
Right.
And Cheryl, New Year's resolutions. What are the top 3 resolutions?
You mean generally? Because
Generally.
I still make them mentally. I don't write them down anymore. I used to write them down before, but generally the top 3, I would think the top 1. I think is finances. People want to save more money, financially. So I think that's number 1 for a lot of people. People always want to save more money. I think in the top 3 for some females, the relationship goals. The relationship. Some people want to get married. Some people want to actually end a bad relationship or get into a new relationship, a more positive one, that they'd like to be in. And I think for me, in my top 3, and I've heard a lot of people talk about that too, spiritually, they want to grow closer to God or become stronger in their spiritual walk. That's usually another one. And I know you said 3, but there's also educational goals. A lot of people say, okay, I want to do a course, I want to start something educationally, and so that's normally up there as well. I know a lot of times guys' perspective might be different, and so maybe top 3 might be different for guys than they are for females.
No, I don't have that. I'm not taking that rant tonight.
No.
Female perspective, male perspective.
No, but I'm just
I know. I understand where you're coming from, but I don't. I'm saying I don't have it.
Oh,
I
you
didn't
don't
do it.
okay.
I do it. What I did was I went from just generally, and what I got was number 1, health. They want to lose weight or
Yes,
get in
that's
shape.
true. Yes.
And then number 2 was, of course, what you say, get closer to God. And then number 3 was financially.
Really?
Budget and save more money or make more money. So that was the top 3 what I got.
Right.
But before we expand on
definitely
them.
the losing weight is the top, is in the
So
top.
before we expand on them, do you make New Year's resolutions?
I usually do, but what I have been doing for the past few years is my new year begins after my birthday. So my birthday is in September, so I usually make my goals around then. And so I've started since September on some things that I want to work on. And so coming into the year, I plan to reinforce that. But it's the main ones for me. And actually it's in the typical 3. The spiritual, the financial, and the physical. those are my 3 main goals, actually. So
Yeah, I usually don't I don't do that.
No?
Resolution. I just
Every day.
every day. I just whatever I set my mind to. If something pops up on me, I say, okay, this is what I want to do.
Yes.
I'm going to do it, and
Right.
it isn't tied to any birthdays. It doesn't tie to any particular date.
Right.
If I see a goal, if I say, okay, that is what I want to do, that's what I get to do. So I'm
Okay.
not traditional, right?
Right.
But
okay.
I sometimes fall in the traditional because I like the health thing too, right? And I said, okay, I go back to the gym.
And how's that working out?
Listen, yesterday was my first day back there. I thought they was giving out something free.
A lot of people
'Cause
were there.
That's the most people I have ever in all my years. Because January, we know it's going to be an influx.
Okay.
Those of us who regularly visit the gym, we know there's going to be an influx of the New Year's resolution. People,
Or maybe
I'm gonna
somebody
get
gave
in
us some
shape.
free membership, gym membership
Maybe, but
for Christmas presents.
I have never seen the gym
Yes?
that full.
Well,
And
I
I'm
hope they keep
talking
it up,
about-
though.
Reality is, I've been off and on in the gym for years now, and I give them till the end of this month.
Oh, really?
Till the first year month membership wears off.
You have no
and
faith in the
that's
people,
it.
Jason.
No.
What kind of thing this is?
Like I say, I've seen this year
Year
after
after
year
year.
after year, and I've heard them. Oh, I want to get in shape, and oh, I come in and what you was doing, this and that, and that's just talk. It sounds good.
But if people keep at it, they'll get better at maintaining those habits. Because, and I guess, later on we'll talk about, well, why people make them, New Year's resolutions. Why do we make them, and why it's so hard to keep them? But I guess before we go into that, we need to tell our viewers to like and subscribe and call us at 352-8255. Also, you can drop, not just call, drop a message on the YouTube chat so we can respond to it. We really, really want you to get in this conversation. Maybe you have a resolution that you're holding on to. Maybe you have been successful in keeping resolutions over the years, and you want to share some tidbits
Right.
with us as to
That's
how
right.
you can keep your resolution. Maybe you have a funny story to share with us about a resolution that didn't work so well. But feel free. We'd love to hear from you.
Most definitely. So you said you started.
Uh-huh.
Do you keep it for the whole year? Is it a year or monthly or 5 year, or what are your resolutions time frame like?
Okay, I try to keep it within a certain time frame, but what I do is I make sure I take stock. And I think that's very important, because resolutions have to be measurable. And sometimes you start off, let's say, saving money. If you're not good at saving money, you can't start off with saving a lump sum, like a large sum of money, if that's not already a habit or something you practice regularly. So for me, I started off and I realized, okay, it might be getting a little strenuous, so maybe I need to lower the amount that I planned on saving. And so once I do that, it's a little more manageable. So I would do that. For me, when I started exercising, I started every day. And then I realized that it doesn't, it's conflicting with my many other activities. So I cut down to, let's say, 4 days a week, and then 3 days a week.
And tell me 0 days a week, right? Wow.
I never said that, Jason, okay? But anyway, it's
Yeah.
a struggle.
So
but I'm
that's
still-
important. You
I
have
did
to
it. I
keep
did
your-
it this morning because I
Right.
knew it was coming to the
Okay,
show,
way
so
to
I
go.
can say.
So you can be telling the truth that you didn't give up.
Right.
Yes. Okay. Be
But
honest and be truthful.
But it is a challenge. But I think the hard part about resolutions is that when you make a resolution, you're trying to create a good habit, but there are many other bad habits that you have to get rid of, and then you have to be consistent with it, because any good thing that you're going to achieve has to come with
Most
consistency.
definitely.
And so the consistency, the sticking with it, that is the hard
You
part.
have to be intentional.
Yes.
It does not just happen.
And then you have everybody else in your life who you hang with, who didn't come on this road with you. So let's say if it's someone, you have a friend who you used to mismanage your money together. And so
Oh,
you're
yeah.
on this track, but your friend is not on this track, but they're still dragging you to all the
You're trying to
places that you
change.
used to go, and you're trying to change, and so you have to, that practice will come with a lot of other small practices that they're aligned.
Disassociation.
Yes.
See, and you trying to change the game, trying to change the rules in the middle of the game. So your friend telling you, oh, no, it ain't gonna work like that, Cheryl.
Exactly.
This what we was doing last year. This what we can do this year.
Right.
So
and sooner or later you're back to where you were.
Definitely.
But you have to develop all those little habits you have to change if you want your resolutions to work.
Yeah, and most importantly, I think I shouldn't say most importantly, but one of the important things is you have to make sure that they are achievable, realistic.
Yes.
Don't if you
yes.
know you struggle with sugar. Oh, I cut the sugar out all the way. Come on, man. You know you can be right
Yes.
back. Just
Yes,
wean
you
yourself
can do it
off
for a
of
week,
it.
or you can do it-
like you said,
right.
you say you gonna work out every day.
Yeah. From 0 to
I'm trying
7
not to
days a
laugh.
week.
How you go from not
can do
working
it.
out 0 days a week?
You don't have to use me as an example, Jason.
to
You just
7
talk
days a
generally.
week. Come on, you got to be realistic and then be realistic. Make sure it's achievable for you.
Right.
And then 2, don't compare.
Exactly.
Don't compare.
That is comparison. That's the killer.
That's the killer.
Yes.
Because here I am now, me and you, we both give up sugar. Now, sugar ain't a struggle for you, but it's a struggle for me. So I'm watching you say no to soda, and I'm beating myself up because you just say no, and why can't I do this? And then I just give up.
Yes.
So no, you have to know you
Yes.
and be realistic and don't compare.
Exactly.
Set yours, go at your pace.
That's true. And have people in your life to hold you accountable
Yes.
as well. People to hold you accountable gently. And we're a generation of. I heard the term used, story toppers. For example, if you say, "Man, I cut no sugar. I ain't eat no sugar today." The other person, "Man, I ain't eat no sugar for the whole year." What you talking about?
We call it the one-uppers.
Okay, well that's
That's what the old people call it, the one-uppers.
So and we do that so often instead of cheering the other person on.
Right.
If you're trying, just like I'm trying to exercise, and Jason laughing at me, instead of Jason saying, "Cheryl, that's good, man."
You laugh at it. I was laughing with you.
No, he
you
wasn't.
started laughing first, Cheryl. I laughed with you.
Okay.
Sorry, I can't do that.
So I'm just kidding, but you know what I mean. So we don't cheer each other on enough,
Right.
and when you the small steps.
And you have to recognize that, you have to recognize the haters in your crew.
Yeah.
Because sometimes people don't want to see you do better.
That's
They
true.
want you to stay down there.
Especially
low
if
with
they're
them.
struggling, yeah.
Yeah, they
How
down
dare
there
you.
in misery. Yeah, how you try to leave me
Yes.
down there? No, boy, we in this garbage. We can stay in this garbage together.
Together.
No.
Yes.
So you gotta have to now. I guess New Year disassociation. You know how they come up with them steps. New Year, new me. I leaving all that stuff in
In
the back.
20 yes,
and
yes.
2023 and all
Yes.
all the little cliche you all like to come. Let me don't knock you all, because I don't do it. But
Yeah.
all that stuff that you all like to say, leaving all this aside, you gotta actually make sure it's achievable.
Yes,
it's
it has
it's
to be
realistic.
achievable, yes.
And then, like I said, you have to be intentional about your goals.
Absolutely.
Write them down. They say in the script, write the vision down. Make it plain. And make sure put it somewhere you could see. Like Cheryl alluded to. Make sure a gang of people around you who's actually going to join in with you,
Yes.
celebrate with you,
Celebrate.
and encourage you, pick you up when you fall down, cry with you, celebrate
Yes.
in your soul.
And
joys and
celebrate
shows.
yourself.
Right.
You have to celebrate yourself. When you see yourself, let's say if you plan on saving $10 per week, after the first week you cheer yourself
Yes.
on.
I hear
I
my
don't take that $10 and buy yourself a gift to say but celebrate that. Give yourself a thumbs up.
yes.
Second week you do it, celebrate, and you have an accountability partner to make sure that you're keeping on track. And it's good to have people to hold us accountable.
Yes. Yes.
You know?
I see my wife likes to say that, and I think I even heard my daughter, "Oh, I'm so proud of myself. I didn't do this and that."
Yes.
Like, okay.
Yes.
So
I
you-
told
you'll
myself
have to-
today.
you'll have to be that-
I made it through Tuesday. Today's Tuesday, right?
Uh-huh.
Just making sure. I made it through Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yay me!
Yay! Yeah, I don't know what
Yes.
significance that is, but yay!
Of course. Thank you,
Cheryl made
Jason.
it
I
through
appreciate
Tuesday.
you.
Tuesday,
Yes,
yeah.
so. Okay, we do have a text message, but after that, I'll share another point as it relates
Yes.
to resolutions.
Go ahead, Mr. Producer.
Yes, Kai. She say, I feel like when you have a New Year's resolution, you should be willing to stick with that and not just saying New Year resolution. And when you feel like you just want to forget about it, it should be something you want to implement forever, not just for New Year's. It's like during Lent. You drop drinking for that 1 month, and the day after Lent, you drink to make up for the time you wasn't drinking. Y'all naming all my resolutions. Working out, diet, saving money.
The top three.
Top three. So we all think she can be by March.
Listen, I don't speak nothing on nobody because they can call me a Debbie Downer, Mr. Negative.
No, but once you create a good habit, it stays with
yeah,
you.
and you have to just be realistic. If that person who set those goals, if they make them realistic,
Yes.
baby steps, and
Yes.
not trying to see a complete body change within a month,
Right.
or trying to watch their bank account go from $20 to $1,000 in a week.
Yes.
And then when it doesn't happen, now you start to get discouraged. No, you have to make set realistic goals and don't go according to somebody else's timeline, body
size,
size
yes.
and makeup, or somebody else's bank account, because you don't know what they have to do to get to where they're at. So you have to go along at your pace so that you don't feel discouraged. And like the person said, don't just make it for now. Do it as a lifestyle change. And once you implement it for a lifestyle change, then it tends to stick. But if you just do it to say, okay, by summer, I will have this body. Then when you reach that point, then you can let it go. Because you set it for
Right.
just for that time. So you should try to do it for a lifestyle change. That's
But
what I do.
some people, though, sometimes maybe financial goals, it could be for a fixed project.
Right.
So you may already be very good at saving, but you have for this year, maybe you want to buy a piece of property, so you have to save a certain amount for a specific purpose.
Right.
So it could be that. Some goals can be lifestyle changing, and some goals can be specific
Short-term.
for short-term
Right.
specific purpose. But the important thing too, you have to be flexible.
Yes.
If you find out halfway there or maybe a couple of weeks in that this is not working, you have to be able to make changes.
You have to adjust.
And not be like you were saying so hard on yourself. If you find out that things are not working, you're being a little unrealistic. Then you must make changes because these are your goals.
Yes.
And I know sometimes it's hard too because once you tell someone your goals, you feel like they're watching your every move, and you're
That's a good motivator, though.
It could be, but then sometimes it could become a little it could cause
Stressing,
stressful and could depress people.
Yes.
Because if you have a group of friends and you're all going out, everybody else is losing weight and you're the only one who's not, you're still keeping up
Feel
with
like
it
a
and you're
failure.
doing, it could become depressing. You're feeling like you're not measuring up. So it's important that you're not so hard on yourself and you know that you are in control of your goals.
So that means now one of the goals should be then, everybody's New Year's resolution should be this: find good accountability partners. Somebody who actually is going to cheer you on, encourage you, not make you feel less than.
Right.
So, and
Very
that should be
important,
a
yes.
friend. That should be a friend
exactly.
anyway.
I was going to
So
say that
be-
should be a friend. So
Right.
you already have those things, those
Right.
qualities in place because you
Right.
already have that relationship.
So that should be, hint, everybody's resolution: be that kind of friend and have that kind of person in your life.
Yes.
Somebody who will keep you accountable for
Yes.
whatever goal you is. Because, mind you, those you need to tell somebody.
Yes.
Because one like me, sometimes I don't want to do it, and you would need that little voice behind you say, "Hey, man, let's go."
Yes.
And once you got that push, then you'll go ahead. So, but you don't need it to be the type of person who can actually make you feel bad or feel guilty.
Yes.
Because life got in the way and you couldn't keep up with whatever resolution for. You had to rest that down. You want somebody
Yeah.
who can say, "I understand what happened. Okay, we
Yes.
can pick this up tomorrow. We'll pick it up next week."
Absolutely.
So
Yes.
we need those type of people in our life to encourage us and keep us motivated.
Yes. My friend, she has me in her phone as Fatso. I don't think maybe I need to change friends because.
So,
And when when
Sharon,
I
I'll call you a lot of things, but I wouldn't call you Fatso.
She picks up the phone. Hey, Fatso. So I really think I need to rethink, that friendship. But anyway, I was going to
your
say
friend.
too that even with our resolutions, it should be daily. I
Yes.
think we should work towards habits daily, and we should resolve then to be a better person each day.
Yes.
Because
yes,
we may
most
not
definitely.
have 3 months, 6 months,
Yes.
1 year down the road, the time that we're setting resolutions for, even though we ought to plan to live regardless of how long we
Yeah.
feel we're going to live for. But we should resolve daily to be a better person. So even with all of those resolutions that we're making at the end, that we want to achieve at the end of the year, every day a decision has to be made towards that.
To be better, yeah.
Yes.
Be better than the person you were yesterday. So, so we're talking about health. One thing I don't feel is stressed enough is spiritual growth,
Yes.
and all of that. If I were to make resolutions, that one I would make to be for spiritual growth, because
Right.
that affects every area of your life.
Absolutely.
If you grow spiritually, get closer to God, that affects your health.
Yes.
That affects your spending.
Yes.
That affects the way you live. If you have bad habits,
Yes.
if you're trying to get toxic people out of your life, you're trying to
Yes.
get good people in your life, that
That's
spiritual
true.
growth
That's
affects
true.
all of those areas. So it wasn't number one on the resolution list. It should be, but I'm going to put it up there as number one for everybody. I given all your
Yeah.
viewers, that's your resolution. I putting that on y'all. Yeah, I so bold to do that. Take it up with me. No, take it up with God.
Yeah. Yes.
So the spiritual
Absolutely.
goals.
Absolutely. And I think even based on, our sermon on Sunday, we talked about getting back to basics and not being wise in your own eyes or in the eyes of the world, being wise in God's eyes.
Yes.
And asking God for wisdom. And I think that's something that I would have talked to my kids about, asking God, praying and asking God for wisdom.
Because he gives it liberty.
Exactly. And if you if you ask for wisdom, you'll get wisdom.
Definitely.
The thing is, you'll get opportunities to practice
Yes.
wisdom.
And to gain it.
You have to be wise to see that this is an opportunity
To
for
grow.
me to do
Yep.
the wise thing.
Yep.
And when you practice that, like you say, the wise thinking and the wise practice will lead you to make wise decisions as it relates to your health,
Yes.
to your finances,
Yes.
to discipline
Yes.
in other areas of your life.
Everywhere. There's no losing about it.
Exactly.
There's
and
no
I think
losing.
and I think the resolutions, the biggest thing about it is the discipline.
Yes.
That if we're disciplined people, then we make disciplined decisions.
Yes.
And that will allow us to stay away from some things that we ought not to have, and to hold on to things that we ought to hold on to.
But we are a society of, what's the word?
We're
Indiscipline? Undisciplined?
Yeah,
What's the
undisciplined,
word?
indisciplined. Yeah, we're comfort seekers.
Yes.
And because we're comfort seekers, we want to do the things that make us comfortable in that moment.
We don't want to be told what to do, Cheryl. I
No.
am my own God. I
Yes.
can do what I want to do. I is grown people. So I can make my own decision. Don't come around me telling me what to do. Don't tell me what I can't eat. Don't tell me what I
Yes.
can't spend. Don't tell me where I can't go.
Yes, because the world tells you that you only live once.
Yes.
So you live by your own standards.
But the world lie because you
Yes.
live every day. You live every day. You die once.
Exactly.
you die only once. Now, are you prepared for when you die? That's the question a lot of us
Exactly.
running from. A lot of us
Exactly.
don't want to face. Are you ready for when you die? But that can be another show. So don't let's get rid of that YOLO talk. You only live once. No, brother, you live every day. And
Yes.
if you want to live tomorrow, you better make better decisions today so that you can have a better tomorrow.
Matter of fact, we need to live as if we're going to die tomorrow.
Yeah. Yes.
And that if we're living wisely, that's how we ought to live.
Yes. Make better
You know,
decisions. Make
yes.
the best decisions so it will affect our ultimate decision.
Exactly. And I think too, one resolution that we don't focus on enough is our emotional health.
Oh, definitely.
And our mental health. That's something that we don't. One of our resolution is to be at peace. Mm-hmm. To live your life so that you are at peace.
Yes, and that is actually one of their resolutions. They say, I'm leaving those toxic people behind. That's
Yes.
why they're always cutting off these people.
Right.
Let's make sure you ain't them people. First, let's make sure. Because we
Yes.
got a lot of toxic traits that we don't like to acknowledge.
That's true.
And we put it on other people. We got to
Yes.
first examine ourselves too. But it is a good thing to do, to examine ourselves emotionally
Yes.
and look for those triggers.
Right.
What triggers us emotionally, what causes us to sway whichever way it is. Either get depressed, get angry, feel lonely. We have to pay attention to our emotional health so that we
Yes.
can know what triggers us and which the enemy uses us to cause us to make bad decisions.
Yes, absolutely.
Because when we're in our feelings, many of us don't care what happened. We don't care what we
Yes.
say. We don't care what we do. When
And
we're in
we-
our feelings.
Absolutely, and I was about to say when you're in your feelings, you eat. So forget the physical aspect of it. Then we have this thing we called retail therapy now, where you have to go buy something to make you feel better.
Oh,
I do that a lot. Well,
Caught up
you
in the
use that
consumerism.
as
Oh.
so that's the
Amazon
thing.
got you all right.
Most females do. Feeling a little depressed, you shop. Mm-hmm. So we call it retail therapy. So and
But Larry on
and
dry dock now, so
believe it or
how y'all getting your stuff?
we find ways. So anyway, the point is, if like we were saying, if you don't pay attention to your mental and your emotional health, then the others will be affected. Your your financial and your physical resolutions
Most
or
definitely.
health will be affected. If you don't pay attention to those.
So when you've already paid attention to yourself, then you pay attention to the people around you. And you can't be afraid to cut those people off. A lot of us feel guilty because, we were riding, me and this person was riding for so long. But you got to recognize that person was holding you down.
That's true.
The reason you say, that's my ride or die, boy, when I down in the gutter, but that one was there for me. But the reason you might be down in the gutter is because of that one.
That person.
So you got to be able to see
Right.
what's best for you. And hey, we can't ride no more. It's 2024. That's what y'all say. It's 2024. New year, new me. Let's walk this thing, or let's flesh this thing out.
Yes.
Let's actually see if we could be better and do better.
Yes. I was going to say, too, sometimes if most of the resolutions or all of the resolutions you'll ever hear are resolutions that are self-centered.
Oh, definitely.
I've never heard anybody who had a resolution that included where other people would benefit from
Wow.
that. And isn't
I
that
never thought about
interesting?
it. That's true. Never thought
Resolution
about
to be
that.
nicer to people.
Flesh
Resolution
and blood has not
to
really
start.
revealed that to you.
Amen, my brother. A resolution where you're going to become a part of some project that helps other people.
Yes.
We're usually just all about self when we make resolutions.
Maybe the louder people among us voice that. I'm sure there are people out there who actually do that, right? Because
But it's not popular because
right. Yeah,
it's not popular.
It's not popular because of the YOLO mentality.
Yes.
All for me. Seek yourself. Self-love. Love you, do you. Me above self. Me above everybody else. Me
Right.
first. All for me, baby. That mentality is being
Yes.
bred and grown, and it's being cultivated in today's society.
Yes.
Me first.
Right.
So very rare you'd hear that type of resolution. Hey, let's go out to be more charitable.
Yes.
This year, I vow to mentor somebody. This year, I vow to help a family. This year, I vow to
Yes.
adopt a school. This year, I vow to
Yes.
help my environment. This year, we can change the government. Excuse me. But
No, next year. Oops. Yes, but while our resolution ought to be within our control, so to speak, then it should be outside of ourselves a lot
Yes.
more.
Yes.
And we need to resolve to do things to help other people.
Cheryl, and it all keep coming back to that number one resolution that I put on every one of y'all.
Yes.
To grow spiritually. Because once you grow spiritually, you realize that it ain't about you.
That's true, too.
And you realize that your purpose here is number one, to serve God, and number two, to serve the world.
Serve other
To
people,
serve
yes.
other people.
Yes.
And it ain't about you, because, Jesus
But you do
came
have a
here.
lot of us who are serving God who still don't look outside of, we don't see, I guess, the importance of that.
Right. And that, again, that's
Because
they're
we're
not growing
serving God,
spiritually.
we're giving, and we're doing all of that.
But are we really serving from you saying that now? How I know that's not what God wants. So are we really serving Him if we just serving ourselves?
Yeah.
So that I guess again spiritual growth. So stop drinking the milk of the word and now let's start eating God's word, meat, so that we could grow and actually look out for our brothers and sisters out there, man. A lot of them
Yes.
out there hurting. I visited a place in Christmas. Me and the brothers from church, we went and we visited a place, and my heart just broke for the youth that were there, and to see that that they're lacking the intent, the mentorship, the love from. I don't want to say where I was, but
Right.
people out there need help, right? And it really touched me. It broke my heart.
Did it move you guys to do some work?
Yes, we do
Okay,
some,
so
and to go back. So we
and you're
committed to
going
go back
yes,
to do
'cause
more.
we don't want you to just be heartbroken.
No.
We want
We
you to put
move
your
from heart to
hands where
feelings.
your heart is.
Yes, move beyond feelings and let's put them
Absolutely.
feelings into action now.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
That's it.
Yes, ma'am.
That's it.
More
There
to
you
come.
go.
More
Held,
to come.
held Jason accountable
Yes,
just now. And that's
most
what it's all
definitely.
about.
And see, and that's why I'm not afraid to say it. So now that somebody's Jason, if somebody see me on the street, did you fall off on what you say? You said
Yes.
your heart broken. Yes. So y'all could keep me accountable. I'm not afraid of it.
Yes.
You know. So that's my one step closer to being spiritual, growing spiritually. Cheryl, what you gonna do?
Oh, I've been doing. I'm just so awesome. I've been doing so much.
Awesome, Cheryl. Okay, that's your new
That's
name.
gonna be my new name.
Yes. Awesome, Cheryl.
Oh, talk about being real this year, huh?
Yeah,
Guess
yeah.
it's not happening. Oh boy, I feel like we should be going to a commercial break now. Huh? We've been doing a lot of talking.
Listen, this producer just got us
I
talking.
am serious,
talking.
but I've been
He's trying to help
listening
us
to
out.
Jason a lot. Jason has been listening to me a lot. You guys have been listening to us a lot. Please call us 352-8255, 352-TALK. Drop us something in the chat so that we can hear more about your resolutions. Is it
Yeah.
more? Is it more than just physical, financial, and spiritual? What else do you have?
Yeah,
What are some resolutions?
Share some of your resolutions,
Yes.
because we were just giving you the surface ones. You could share the personal ones.
Yes.
We don't know who you are. Tell us a funny story. Let us know how good you are, because it's now 9 days into the year. But
9 days. Wow, I feel like we've been 3 weeks into January.
you understand, right? Well, they say January is the longest year in the
Longest year in the month.
Yeah, longest year in the month.
Yes, January is
Jeez.
really so long. And I guess it's because of a lot of things that we talked about in December, Jason,
Oh
about
my gosh.
financial planning and doing all
Listen,
of that. I'm
we-
feeling the pinch because I did everything opposite of what we talked
Yeah,
about.
I was supposed to stick to a budget. Hey, I
Budget
I got over my
what?
budget 300%. 300%. I actually sat down and I
Uh-huh.
calculated. I was like, no, I ain't spend all that money. Not me who say I so wise with money.
Exactly.
And y'all don't go this. Make sure it don't be a black
A lot of emotional
January.
spending,
oh, yeah,
right?
Plenty.
A lot of emotional spending.
My
Yes.
God. And
Yes. But
I'm waiting.
Christmas was good, though. I
Oh,
must
it's
say,
beautiful.
Christmas was good. I saw someone's status that said, Christmas 2023 owes me nothing.
Wow.
And I thought it was so nice.
Oh,
And I
yeah?
feel the same way.
Yeah?
I spend with my
It
kids.
owe me. It owe me
Okay.
because I gone over 300%.
All right. I'm staying positive over here. So it owes me nothing. I spend time with my kids, and I had a wonderful
Oh,
time.
yeah, that was beautiful. Family
Yes,
time together and all the
definitely.
good food, the eating, no shortage of food. There should
Yes.
not have been a hungry mouth from December 24th straight
To the
till
27th.
27th. I would say till the 1st of January.
Oh, really?
Because
So
all
many
that Christmas
leftovers.
food, some of those fridge, people had to rent
Yes.
space in other people's fridge.
Fridge,
for
wow.
Food. I'm telling you, food was
That was-
galore.
yes.
And you trying to get rid of it so it don't
You're right.
because all that good food, you looking for people to give it to, man. I mean, I was like, come, y'all come get
Having
this
ham,
food.
ham for breakfast.
Oh, yeah.
Turkey sandwich for lunch.
And here's why I'm in the gym now.
Wow. Mhm.
Because I ate too much.
Too much, yes. Need to
I
save
had
you
to
and my
repent.
phone is fat, so.
Listen, I just, all that good thing I say, I'll call you everything other than fatso, and here you are.
I don't know. God is still working
fatso.
on. I am going to. Really? Did he just say that?
No, I didn't. I was talking to myself.
Okay. But yes, I didn't get any present. I didn't get any presents. But I got the gift of presents, and that was so much more important to me.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you spoke that on yourself.
Why?
Because you say, I remember as kids, we didn't get any presents. Or we wasn't
Well,
really
no, I
looking
got
forward to it.
presents.
I was
I
looking
think
forward to
yeah,
it and blah, blah, blah. I say, okay,
But
okay.
let me just say, it's one present I was hoping to get, I didn't get. But Ariel and Jason, yes, I said it on air.
And not this Jason.
No, my son.
Yeah,
Yes.
the other Jason.
So anyway, back to resolutions. And yes, we're still talking about them. We're talking about why is it so hard for us to keep resolutions. I think sometimes because we make unrealistic ones that we know you made it last year and it didn't work. You did the same thing.
Yeah.
And our mindset hasn't changed.
That's
so you
the
make
most
the
important
resolution,
thing.
you got the same old mindset. What do you expect to happen?
Exactly. They say insanity is expecting
Doing
something
the same thing?
different.
Yes.
After keep doing the same thing
Yes,
over and over again.
expecting
No.
different results. Yes.
Right. So no, you got mindset is most definitely you have to change your mindset, and it's okay to begin again. Yeah,
Yes.
you didn't.
Yes.
You missed the January 1st date. I mean, you was good for the first weekend. You fall. All right, start again. Ain't nothing
Yes.
wrong with starting again. You gauging yourself. You are your own
Some of us are
referee.
very legalistic, though. It's
Yeah.
just like we beat ourselves up. Like for me, if I do my devotions every day and I miss one day, I feel so
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
Like I've done something wrong, and you're discouraged from doing it. But like you said, you make a mistake, you stop. I stopped exercising about a couple of weeks, and there it is. I started again.
Listen, see there?
And I still feel good.
In January, only had a week. She said she stopped exercising a couple of weeks. That means she been stopped.
I said I started my resolution in September. Because that's when my year started.
Right.
So I didn't do any exercise during December because I'm Christmasing.
Who
So
got
I didn't
time for
have
exercising?
time. Right. I was busy
Time to pack on
eating.
the pounds and
Exactly.
indulging,
So
living and
now
relaxing and
I've started again. And
again.
Yes.
That's
So
it.
yeah, it's important. You start again, and you don't have people like Jason calling you, names and
But you call
making
me
you feel
fatso.
bad. It's okay for me to call you that. You just can't reciprocate.
I didn't.
Okay. All right. So you find good friends who can support you and
Yeah, most
encourage
definitely.
you. Oh, you exercised this morning. Good stuff. All right. So yes.
Prioritize, man. Listen, if it's important to you, you can make time for it. Because we like to say, oh, I ain't got time for this, I ain't
Right.
got time for that. Trust me, we make
Time
time
for what's important.
to us. So
Yes. That's true.
So just put that as one of the priorities.
Yes. Make
You know-
time for what's important. We make time for people who are important.
Exactly. I was at a family gathering last week or week before last anyway, and somebody jumped up, oh, I don't want to go to work tomorrow. I can't go. So the person said, why? And they thought they mean, why you don't want to go to work? So he said, no. Why do you have to go to work? So see, now when you find out why you have to do what you do, it's supposed to take on
Yes.
new meaning.
Yes. Perspective.
Right, new
Makes
perspective.
a big difference.
So
yes.
why are you losing weight or getting healthier?
Right.
Why
That's
are
true.
you growing? Why did you make those resolutions? And once you keep that in the forefront of your mind, why you made this resolution,
Yes.
when you want to give up, ask yourself why. Why did you start?
That's true.
And begin
That's
again.
very insightful, Jason, because a lot of times we just do it because it's a new year.
Yeah.
And okay, money, spirituality, these are the things, these are common, these are popular things. But like
Right.
you say, if you question the why, then
why.
it helps you to keep going on even after you don't feel like doing it.
Motivate yourself.
You know?
Why?
Yes.
Why are you saving money? Because I have a goal. I want to be
Right.
financially free. Or I want to go travel this place. Or I
Right.
want to pay off this debt. Why do you want to grow spiritually? Because you want to get closer to God. And there's no downside to growing spiritually.
Yes.
No
Absolutely
downside.
not. That's true. That's
Why
true.
do you want to go to the gym? Because I don't want a doctor to tell me I can't eat this.
Right.
I actually want to be able to run if I have to.
Yes.
So you just ask yourself and find different way to motivate yourself.
Yes.
So
Yes, that's important.
definitely, most definitely.
Yes.
I mean, we going straight through without taking a break.
I think he's punishing us. You
Yeah,
think
he
he's
is,
punishing
because
us?
by now we should have done
I
our
mean-
3 commercial breaks.
I am so serious.
This producer is just throwing us into the fire.
I wonder
for
what
this
his
year.
New Year resolution
Yes,
is.
Mr.
Maybe,
Producer. Let's
maybe.
get him on this conversation. Mr. Producer, you give us your perspective on your resolutions.
What is his resolution? We'd
If
love
you
to
do
know.
make them.
I don't have any New Year's resolutions. I feel that they are things that don't make sense. If you have a goal, if you need to do something, if you need to complete something, go ahead and do it. You are your own man and woman. There are certain things only you know that's important to your life. If you know you need to start exercising because you have health issues, go ahead and do it. But when you start exercising, you need to make it a life-changing decision. Exercising ain't just from January to March. It's from January to death. So
Correct.
you want to continue these things. If you want to say, hey, there are certain things that I know. I had a supervisor who I used to work with. He just used to give up things just to see if he can do it. Because sometimes we live in a life that, hey, things just happen.
Yes.
I don't know if you all noticed, there was a group of persons who just were let go from a big company here. Now they have
Sad.
to change their lives
Yes.
because
Yes.
they don't know when they're going to get the next job.
Yeah.
Wow.
The money
yes.
that they have, they don't know how long that's going to last. So what he used to do was he used to say, okay, I have $10,000. I'm going to live off of that for 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, and try to curve his way of living just in case something happened.
Discipline,
You know,
yes.
we used to go back in the day and say, oh, I don't eat, I don't drink, well, let me put it on me. I don't drink Kool-Aid anymore. I only eat corned beef when it's hurricane time.
Yeah.
You know, you get so full of yourself with certain things that
You arrive.
Yes.
I don't know when last y'all see a scrubbing board, but how much of y'all think y'all could go ahead and wash your clothes right now if your washing machine ain't working, if there's no power to wash your machine to wash your clothes with. So there are certain things he just used to do to say, okay, I'm going to use a scrubbing board for the rest of this month just to make sure that he keeps himself grounded and keeps himself to the point that these are the things I need to live, not want to live. So that was something I always inspired to do. That, hey, guess what?
Self-discipline.
You have to learn to discipline yourself
Yes.
in life, because if not, there could be some other repercussions that we don't want.
Now, question before you move on from your supervisor. he was a bachelor. He could not the woman living with him
He
making
was
this
a married man
Wow.
with children.
Oh boy.
with a wife.
Yep.
Okay.
So
Wow.
there were
Powerful.
things that he just made up in his mind that it only took for him to do. So it didn't affect his family.
Right. Smart
Because
man.
if he say he can only wash on the scrubbing board,
Then he can only wash
then
it.
only
Oh,
Exactly.
So he didn't force them to join in.
No.
What he did was he showed them this is what he's doing. If anybody wants to come along,
Yes.
come along. And as a leader in your home, you should do these things so the persons in your house can see, hey, life is about A, B, C, D,
Right.
E, F, G. And I can make the sacrifice, and when you get to be the leader in your home, there will be sacrifices that you have to make, whether you like it or not. So adjust your body to certain things, adjust
Yes.
your life to certain
Most
things, because
definitely.
it can change just like
Just like
that.
Dorian,
Absolutely,
and Dorian
that's
showed
true.
us that.
Exactly.
And
So-
COVID.
Yes.
And to clear up the commercial part of tonight, we started very late. And I
Oh,
want
that's
to
all right.
apologize to all of the persons out there, all
Yes.
of our viewers. This is not a good way to start off. I got
No.
some new equipment. I'm trying it out. And you're going to see some new changes, all for the better, except for the date. And we're going to move on from here, and the new year's going to get bigger and better. I want you all to always keep watching Let's Talk. And we're going to end right now at 7 o'clock
Amen.
because that's why we didn't have any commercials. We don't want to short you all of any entertainment time between Cheryl and Jason. Y'all were not shorted. So therefore, y'all had the regular 40 minutes of entertainment. And that's something that we are not going to short our fans of.
No,
our
definitely
viewers
not.
of.
We can't short
You all
them.
come first, and we want you to always remember that. Now, this is too much screen time for me. Let's shift back to Jason, and they can say they're good guys.
So yeah,
That was
sure.
a mouthful, but that was very interesting.
Yeah, it is.
And I like the part about the discipline. I actually was talking to someone just a few days ago, and I was like, "You're not cold." It was really cold, and he was just wearing a T-shirt. He was like, "Yeah, I'm cold, but I'm pushing my body." He said, "I bathe in cold water too." He said, "I want to discipline my body. That if
Yes.
it's something that I want to do, that I will do it." And so it's interesting to hear that the same thing, because we now we allow things to rule us.
Oh, most definitely.
Everything has to be the right temperature. I shouldn't be
Creatures
talking
of
about
comfort.
that.
Yeah.
But everything has to be just perfect for us, and then you get your body weak that way.
Creatures of comfort.
Yes.
Always sorting after comfort. But Cheryl, that's what fasting is about too,
Yes.
Denying your body and,
Yes.
just letting your
Disciplining,
body know
yes.
that, hey, food I'm not even going to let food rule me. I'm going to discipline myself to
Yeah.
shut it down and give this time to God.
Yes.
So we have to learn how to give ourselves, the Bible even speaks about that, denying
Denying
self.
yourself, yes. We're
Denying
ruled
self.
by TV, our cell phones.
Oh,
We're ruled
tongue.
by so many things,
Yes. This tongue, especially the tongue, the taste.
Yes.
That we
Yes.
are ruled by
Our
taste.
stomach.
And guess
You
what? Our
know?
stomach don't care what we put in it.
No,
It's the taste
but-
what
yeah,
what
that's
fascinates
true,
us.
but we-
The
yes.
sugar, the seasoning, the whatever, So yeah, that's a good denying yourself, self-discipline. And if we put the practice of disciplining ourselves when somebody else gives us orders or try to discipline us, we're ready under order. We're ready, so we are able to receive authority
Right.
better because we're disciplined individuals.
Right.
Only undisciplined individuals don't like to be told what to do.
True.
But if you're disciplined, you'll be like, okay, I know on my job I have to be told what to do.
Right.
When I was in school, I was told what to do. When I came up under my parents, I was told what to do. So in life, you have to be told what to do.
Yes.
So so now you tell yourself what to do rather than yourself.
Yes.
Your taste
You
buds.
feel like you,
I feel like doing this. And
So you just do whatever you feel like.
Right.
And those, like you say, are undisciplined.
right.
Yes.
So we got to bring our feelings
On
under
subjection. Yes.
So
Yes.
just Cheryl. No, awesome Cheryl.
Awesome Cheryl.
Awesome
Nah, that's what we're
Cheryl.
going with. Yes.
Awesome
Who
Cheryl.
knows? Maybe by next Tuesday I'll be something else.
As
But
you should, Queen.
Black.
As you should, Black Queen.
You know what? I'll get you after this. Anyway, back. Let's be serious. Resolutions are not bad. I know we talked a lot about resolutions. As long as it makes you a better person.
Yes.
And you're resolving to do things that will make you a more disciplined and a better individual. And I want to encourage persons to form resolutions, good habits, to replace bad habits. Encourage yourself as you go along. Make sure they're realistic, they're measurable, and you have someone to hold you accountable. And if things are not going as you planned it, be flexible, change things, and just keep going on. And I pray that, all of you, whatever goals, whatever changes, whatever resolutions that you have set for this year, that you are successful at it. And I wish you all the best.
Amen. Well, I can't add to that. Cheryl said it all. Only one thing I would add to it. I said I can't add to it, but I still would add to it, right?
Well, yeah,
Whatever.
as you should,
The-
Black King.
The resolution that I put on all of you, the challenge that I put on all of us to grow spiritually.
Yes.
That's all I want to end with. So, welcome to 2024. Welcome back to Let's Talk.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us, and join us again next week.
Yes.
Same time, same place. Peace out.
Good night.
Good night. I didn't know I could have talked that long.
Say you're my fatso.